Hi, welcome to the 2024 Southern Arizona Home Show Exhibitor webinar. And this is actually the inaugural webinar, which I think is pretty exciting. I am Dave Mon. I am the show manager of the show. And our team is Lindsay Reinars. She's the operations coordinator. She's on the call with me, and we're going to have an opportunity to hear from her as well. And then we've got Sarah Edwards. She's an exhibit sales consultant, and Granon Davison, who is also an exhibit sales consultant. And that's your team for the home shows. We're really excited about this show. Tucson has been a market we've wanted to be in for many, many years, and we can't wait to be running this show. We're grateful for Saba and the work they did to build the show, and we're excited and eager to take the show to the next level. We want to recognize our show sponsors and partners. We've got the Better Business Bureau, Wicked Picnic, Rescue a Golden, Renewal by Anderson, First Impressions Ironworks, and Pima County Animal Care Center. Those are some of our partners and sponsors in this show. If you want to be a sponsor in the show, there's still a lot of opportunity for that. We've got several different sponsorships still available. Presenting sponsor, that's a big sponsor, and that's included in all the media. If you want to do that, we've got to get on it right away because we're finalizing a lot of our media right now. Parking, a parking sponsor. So parking will be free for attendees, compliments of your company, and we can talk about that. Official product sponsor. So if you want to be the official roofing company or window company or flooring company of the show, you can sign up to be the official product sponsor and reach out to me and I can help you with that. Stage sponsor, we'll have an active stage at this show, and from what you've seen in the past to what you'll see now, I think you'll see a big improvement in the stage, and we'll be promoting that. We'll have announcements before every presentation on the stage, and you could be the sponsor of that stage. Aisle sponsors. So aisle sponsors get a floor decal on either end of the aisle, and then under the large aisle sign in the middle of the aisle, your logo would show up there. You can also do that, and then Free Ticket Friday. So we have an opportunity. If someone is interested, people could get into the show free on Friday, compliments of your company. And we can talk more about that if you're interested. So if any of those sponsorship opportunities interest you, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, Dave Mon, and I can get you more information. Today's agenda. So we're going to go over the show. We're going to just do an overview of the show. And we're also going to talk about what to do before the show, during the move-in, during the show, and during move-out. And our goal in this is to really just make sure exhibitors have the best show that they can. We know that the show is only as successful as the exhibitors are successful in the show. And so we do this to try to promote you as exhibitors and help you to be successful. Show overview. This year, we like to bring in a celebrity, and we like to bring in HGTV celebrities, people that are recognizable to the public, to help us promote the show and give a face to the show. And this show, we're going to have Clint Harp. Clint Harp has been on the Magnolia Network. He was the carpenter for Chip and Joanna Gaines on their Fixer Upper, and he is very well recognized. He will be our celebrity, and he'll be on the stage Friday and Saturday. We also have the Perfect Picnic. The Perfect Picnic will be setting up a luxury picnic experience in the lobby for people to check out. And then we will also have an adoptable pet showcase. And we've got a couple different golden doodle and Pima County will be hosting those puppy and dog adoptions and efforts. We also are really excited about this. This is something we did in a recent show we did in Houston, Texas, and it was very successful. People loved it, and we're excited about doing it, bringing it to Tucson. We're going to do a game show, and the game show basically is going to work something similar to The Price is Right, if you've seen The Price is Right before. We are asking for exhibitors to donate a prize, and that prize could be either labor or it could be a product from your company, and we will put together prize packages, and then we're going to come up with certain scenarios of things that some of these exhibitors would have take place. And let's say, someone's in their house and they broke their tile floor. How much would it cost to replace that tile? And the audience will be able to bid on what that cost would be. And the closest person without going over would be the winner. And we do a couple rounds of it and then have a final round. And the winner gets the prize package. And like I said, it was really successful, a lot of fun. We're working to get our media partners involved in it to help promote it, and it should be a good time. So if you're interested and if you'd like to donate a prize, please reach out to me and we can get you on the list. Ticket prices and show hours. So I know this is a little different than what you're used to, but we're going to have a little different show hours. Our show hours on Friday will be 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and then Sunday 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And box office will be $8 for adults. Children 12 and under are free. Free admission on Friday for seniors 65 and older, and then free admission for all active, retired military, first responders, and teachers on Sunday, March 17th. One other thing I want to mention is the last 2 hours of the show, we will also be selling discounted tickets. And I think those are only $2. Right, Lindsay? Is it only $2?
It's just $2.
Yep. Okay. All right. One of the things that we're really excited about working in Tucson is that we think we do well. We put a lot of emphasis in marketing the show, and it's something we're really proud of. It's something that we feel like we do above so many other show promoters. And our total budget for this show will be $138,000. We'll be spending money with TV, billboards, radio, digital. It'll be social, OTT, YouTube ads. We'll be really promoting and advertising the show prior to, and that's something like I said, we take a lot of pride in, and we do. So watch out for the ads that you'll see all over Tucson leading up to the show. All right, Lindsay, I think it's you.
Yes, thanks so much, Dave. Okay, so let's continue. So let's talk about the exhibitor kit. So the exhibitor kit is a great resource for you where you can learn more information that you'll need to know as an exhibitor. So if you go to the link that's listed here on this slide, or at the bottom of each page on our website, there's where it says exhibitor kit under the green arrow there. If you click on that, you'll be sent to the exhibitor kit with, as I mentioned, lots of information that is super helpful to know. So I encourage you to check out the exhibitor kit so you can get more information. The exhibitor kit, let's see. Sorry, the exhibitor kit is a crucial resource for you to have a successful show, especially with us being new show operators. You're used to Saba. Things might be a little bit different. So please make sure you stop by the exhibitor kit so you can learn the information that you'll need to know. Okay, also, we are going to be sending you some comp ticket vouchers. They look just like the pass here listed on the slide here. So if you want to print these out or share them and have your customers print them out and bring them in, you can exchange those at the box office for free tickets to the show. Okay, so food licensing and sampling. So if you're going to be sampling any food or selling any food, you must have a temporary food permit, and you will need to let us know also that you will be sampling or selling food so we can let the Tucson Convention Center know as well. You can find the link to that food permit and more information about it on our exhibitor kit. So please make sure you get that if you are going to be sampling or selling food at the show. Before the show, it's important that you order the things that you'll need. There are discounted prices for ordering in advance. So if you need electricity, gas, water, telephone, internet, you'll order that through Commonwealth Expo Electric. The deadline is February 26th. If you need booth furnishings, carpet and underpadding, signs and graphics, or any forklift services, you can order that with the discount by February 21st. And that we have links on the exhibitor kit as to where you can order these things if you're going to need them. Okay, so enhancing your exhibitor listing. So we already have your listing live on the show website, but you can go into the listing to make it a little bit better than what it is right now. So you can include extra pictures or a description about your company, links, more information that you can fill out yourself just to make it more enhanced. So if you should have already received an email as to how to do that. And if you haven't received it yet, please let me know and I can resend that link to you. And so here's some more information about the enhanced listing. You can see how it compares here to just a very basic listing. So there's no additional cost to have it enhanced. So I definitely recommend that you take advantage of this program and just take a few minutes to add some things to it. So it does look a little bit more detailed.
One of the other things we love is anytime an exhibitor has a special offer that they offer in the show, that can be really successful in one of these enhanced listings. So that's something you might want to consider, is adding some kind of special offer that will really help you to stand out. And we have people visit our website throughout the year, and they will be looking to see who exhibited in the show and what some of those offers are. So it could be a great resource for you. This last show that we ran just a couple weeks ago, I got many emails from people attending the show that saw some of those and liked their listings.
Yes, thank you, Dave. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what comes with your booth. So your booth will include an 8-foot high black drape and 3-foot side drape if you're an inline booth. Please keep in mind that electric, tables, chairs, etc., these things are not included with the price of your exhibit space. So if you do need these things, you'll have to order these in addition to the space that you already have. Your booth height should not exceed 8 feet, which is the height of your pipe and drape, unless you are on a perimeter wall or in a 20 by 20 booth or larger.
And that is something that I've noticed in prior Saba shows. A lot of exhibitors are going up over that 8-foot height restriction. That is something that we are asking you not to do unless you're in 400 square feet or larger.
And I'd like to add too, please bring in flooring or carpeting or a rug or something for your booth. We are asking that all exhibitors do have some type of flooring. It just looks so much better than just having the plain concrete. So that's something to keep in mind as well.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Lindsay. We will be also carpeting the aisles. That is something that you will see that is different from what Saba's done in the past as well. I know in the past they didn't have any carpet in the aisles, but we will actually be carpeting the aisles. So we spend a lot of money and put in a lot of time and effort into carpeting the aisles to make the show look better. And we ask the same for you in your booth space.
Yes, and if you need to order carpeting for your booth space, you can do that through GEMS. And there's the link for that in the exhibitor kit, or you can bring in your own. So there's a few options for you. Okay, so here is the move-in map. We have this map to make move-in flow a little bit smoother than just if everybody showed up all at once. So we do ask that everybody please follow when you can move in based on where the location of your booth is. Anyone with a booth 400 square feet or larger can move in to any area Wednesday between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. And then all the other booths, please follow the times listed here on this map based off of where your booth is located. Keep in mind in the ballroom, which is this lower area, you can move in anytime Wednesday and Thursday. However, there's no driving up to your booth since there is carpet in that area. So it'll be hand cart or carry only. Okay, parking. So parking is going to be free at the Tucson Convention Center lots during move-in. During drive-up move-in days are Wednesday and Thursday until 2 p.m. So you can drive into the exhibit hall or you can park outside in these parking areas if you need to during move-in. If it is your move-in day, you can drive in, as I mentioned, via the loading dock to get to your booth space while you unload. It makes it a little bit easier to unload right there in front of your booth. For access to the loading dock, you'll want to park in lot C. Okay, so during move-in, you'll be able to move in during your assigned hours, as we mentioned. And just to give you an idea of the layout, you can see here where the show office will be. You'll always find, or you should find, one of the members of show management in or around the show office. If you have any questions, we'll also be on the floor, just kind of making sure everything's going okay, answering any questions you might have. You can see in the top right corner where it says GEMS, that is our decorator. And if you need to pick up anything from them, order anything from them, you can go back to that area and they should have somebody at their desk there too. Our show office hours will be the ones listed here, 8 to 7, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday will be 8 to 7 also, Saturday 9 to 7, and Sunday 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. So you'll be able to find us during these times if you need us. We do have exhibitor badges for you that you'll need to pick up. The exhibitor badges will let you come in and out of the show without the ticket takers asking you for a ticket. So this is your way to get in and out without having to buy a ticket because you are an exhibitor. You can pick up your exhibitor badges during check-in and or during move-in. You just come check in at the registration desk. And this will be located in the front lobby. And you can pick up as many as you will need, or you can leave them there for your team to pick up later. Keep in mind, though, that the number of badges you get are based on the booth size that you have. So 100 to 300 square feet, you'll get 5 badges, 400 square feet and up, you can get 10 badges. Please do not use complimentary tickets in place of an exhibitor badge. So the voucher that we'll email you, that does not replace your exhibitor badge. Please use the actual badge that we give you. You are able to order exhibitor services on site. If you realize that there might be something that you forgot or you didn't get a chance to order it ahead of time, you can order it on site. It is a little bit more expensive than if you had ordered it ahead of time, especially with the discount before the discount deadline. But there are opportunities to order on site if you need to. You'll just you can go to the GEMS desk, as I mentioned earlier. We do have on-site storage available. You're welcome to use empty space behind the show floor as storage. Items should be left along the perimeter walls, but cannot block any doors, including the air wall doors. So we don't want to block any exits as well. To prevent anything from being thrown away that you might not want thrown away, please label it with your company name and write "do not throw away" just to make sure that those items are not accidentally disposed of. And all items left on site are done so at exhibitor's own risk. Okay, we really do not want to have an electrical fire during the show or anytime ever, really. So if you could please follow these these things here that explain how to safely use electrical devices. We want to make sure that there's no daisy chaining. Please only use plugs with grounds, use surge protectors. Just if you can follow the guidelines here on this picture, that will really keep it safer for everybody. Okay, we do ask a few things as well so that we can have the booths looking the best that they can. Floor coverings to cover your entire booth, as we mentioned before. Also, please stay within your contracted space. Please skirt your tables, all 4 sides. We have a photo here of what works, and you can see the 2 X's here of that's not what we would like. We would like the 3rd one with the green check mark underneath. So please have your tables skirted. Please use professionally made signage instead of just hand writing a sign and putting that up. We really would like it to be professionally made. And please staff your booth during show hours. It's really important that you do this so that, you know, as attendees are walking the floor and they have questions, they need to be able to have somebody in your booth that they can talk to about that. So please make sure somebody is in your booth during show hours. Dave.
Awesome. Great job, Lindsay. All right, so there's a few things I want to just talk about to be a successful exhibitor. And if you've been exhibiting in shows for a long time, there's a lot of these things that I'm sure you probably know. But for those that are new and or haven't maybe had as much success from home shows or exhibitor shows as they would like to in the past, these are some tips and some tricks that might be helpful for you. The first one is booth location matters. I don't know, you know, we always sell our booth spaces on a first come first served basis. So when you are at the show, you get an opportunity to renew the space that you're in, and if you don't, someone else can take that space. And the thing that I see is there's certain spaces in every show that are highly desired, and a lot of people, when they get it, they don't want to give it up, and they'll renew their booth space quickly. It's like real estate, right? We always hear people say, you know, it's location, location, location. It's the same thing for a show. Your booth location matters. The next thing is be approachable in your booth space. set up to invite people into your space from the aisle. The example I always like to give is, say someone comes to, or you go to someone's house. If they invite you into the house, it's a totally different experience than just standing on the porch talking to them outside. Inviting someone in actually makes a difference and makes them feel more comfortable and builds a connection between you and your prospect. The next is display and focus on what you want to sell. There's a lot of companies that sell a lot of different things, a lot of products, a lot of services. If you list all of those, it can be overwhelming for the customer. So instead of that, focus on a few of those items that are the most profitable for you and the most successful for you. And that's what you should be pushing, not everything that you do. People want a consultant, not a salesperson. They want someone who can give them advice, who listens to them, who wants to help them, rather than to feel like they're just being sold to. And we've all been sold to, and we all know what it feels like. You can recognize it yourself. Ask questions and listen to what potential customers are saying. I think the difference between a professional salesperson and an order taker is just that. A professional salesperson is someone who can listen to the prospect and then formulate a response based off of what they said, as opposed to just read a script. Have a goal and measure your success. It's funny to me how many times I'll talk to exhibitors in shows and they'll tell me they don't know how the show went for them. How do you not know? You should be tracking this stuff. You should be tracking the number of leads. You should be tracking what sales you got from it. Those measurements are so important. Make sure that you're tracking them. And then the last thing is follow up. Please follow up. If you don't follow up, it's a bad reflection on the show. It's a bad reflection on the rest of the exhibitors in the show. It's bad reflection on you. So make sure after someone comes to the show, make sure you follow up with them. All right. This is an example of a really nice booth space, and we call it out for 3 reasons. One, if you look at this booth space, the display is professionally done, and it makes it obvious what the company does. So they've got in multiple locations what they do. The signage indicates that they are they do exteriors to homes, and also all of their literature is also geared towards that. The next is they have clear signage with the company name, and they have it in multiple locations on this booth. And then the last one, look at the flooring and the space for attendees to come in. So it's not just jam-packed with materials that nobody can actually enter the space. There's enough space for them to be able to invite someone in off of the aisle and talk to them in the space. And then, as we talked about, flooring is so important. It really does have a huge impact on the look of your booth space and on the look of the show. So parking, we will, just like has been done in the past in this show with Saba, we will be running exhibitor parking from the Ramada, and we will be running a shuttle during the show days. So on the show days, please do not park in the parking lot for the consumers. The attendees will be in lots B and C, and exhibitors are prohibited from parking there. Exhibitors are expected to park at the Ramada and either ride the shuttle over or just walk over. It's not a very far walk. You could probably do it in 5 to 10 minutes, or you can, like I said, we'll be running a shuttle to drive you back and forth from the Ramada to there. The more parking spaces we leave open, the better the attendance is going to be, the more sales you're going to have. It's really important that exhibitors follow that that rule and keep the parking available for people attending the show. I mentioned this already. This is just a map, shows you where the Ramada is if you're unfamiliar. And like I said, we'll be running the shuttle. Move out information. So vehicles will not be allowed to drive in to the booth prior to about 8 p.m. on Sunday. And the reason for that is we've got aisle carpet that we have to get out of the way for you to be able to get your booth space, to be able to drive to your booth space. So after about 8 o'clock, it could be a little bit earlier, just depending on how the aisle carpet goes. You'll be able to drive into your booth space. Before that, from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, you'd be able to hand cart and carry out your space. If you're up in the ballroom, you won't be able to drive in anyway, so you can start to move out at 6 p.m. on Sunday. All exhibit space has to be removed by noon on Monday, March 18th. So we will resume move out at 8 a.m. on Monday, and that'll give you another 4 hours to move out your booth before that 12 noon cutoff. And just a reminder, please do not break down or move out from your booth space until 6 p.m. on Sunday. One other thing we just want to point out, this happens every show and it always just makes me sad when it happens. There are a lot of scammers out there and we all know it. You know, it's not a new thing, going back to princes in Nigeria and all the other things that have happened in the past. There are email scammers that will contact you because they target our shows, and they will contact you saying that they have an attendee list. And if you just give them X dollars, they will share that list with you. We do not do that. We do not sell our attendee lists. So if you get those, please do not answer it. Please delete it, mark it as spam, and recognize those scams. If you have any advertisement or any offer that comes to you that's not from me or Lindsay or Granon or Sarah, then question it. And please reach out to us for clarification. We'd be happy to let you know whether it's legitimate or not. As a reminder, this is your show team. So I'm Dave Mon, and that's got my phone number and my email address. Feel free to contact me with any questions that you have. Lindsay Reinars, she's the show coordinator. She would be happy to help you. Granon Davison and Sarah Edwards, they're both the sales consultants. They'd be happy to help you. They'll be on site at the show as well. And we're really looking forward to the show. Can't wait to get to know all of you better and help you to be successful in your businesses. Anything you want to say, Lindsay, to wrap it up?
Yeah, we're super excited for the show. Can't wait to see you all there.
Awesome. Thank you all. Have a great show.